My boyfriend got roses from somebody else and thought they were from me. The title basically says it all. I received a text from him saying, "You are too cute, thanks for the gift." I called him and didn't mention his message for a while, then asked if he was having a good day and if anything special happened. He said he got a beautiful delivery of 200 roses and thanked me. I told him they weren't from me and he got a little flustered and said it was, obviously a joke. Guys never get flowers. The next 2 minutes were awkward as I was taken by surprise and it seemed he was trying to cover his tracks, so I was at a loss for words. He asked why I was so quiet and I said I was upset and if it was a joke it wasn't funny. He kept playing it off saying, "Sorry, my jokes aren't funny." After a while, I told him I was upset and didn't feel like talking and we ended the call. I'm feeling like I'm in a state of shock as it seems on the surface like he received flowers and then lied about it. Part of me thinks I can't be mad for him receiving a gift like that. He clearly thought they were from me. But his instinct was to lie, which makes me think he is hiding something. Add to this that a couple of months ago I caught him on a dating app after seeing a notification pop up on his phone. He admitted he was on the app for an ego boost, because he just got new pictures taken but said he wasn't talking to anyone or seeing other people. I don't buy this either, honestly, but let it slide because he seemed genuine. I figured if he is seeing other people I'll find out eventually. I'm not the type to spy on my partner or try to catch them. The truth always comes out in the end if you give someone enough rope to hang themselves with. I'm not going to lie, I am feeling devastated and heartbroken. Other than this, our relationship is great. We've talked seriously about potentially getting married in a few years and have an otherwise healthy and happy relationship. But with these things happening I doubt everything and this seems like the final straw. I'm not overreacting, am I? Edit. Yes, he said 200 roses. A quick Google search puts this anywhere from $300 to $1,000. If it's relevant, we are both highly paid professionals and this is not out of my price range. Other than him cheating on you by joining a dating app, it's an otherwise healthy relationship? Usually people with new pictures just IDK, post them on social media? 200 roses would be really expensive, and if he was cheating surely he wouldn't be stupid enough to tell his girlfriend about a present he got from his mistress? Then again, he was stupid enough to go on a dating app, so maybe he is that stupid. In an effort to be generous and give him the benefit of the doubt, is there a chance he was saying it was a joke to try to prevent some harm to you? Is he the kind of guy that would even like several dozen roses? 200 roses is not cheap. That's one hell of an expensive joke, though on the other hand, that's so many that it's a comically large amount. IDK, I think I would want more information before making a big move on this. Is his friends highly paid, like male friends? 200 roses is a comedic amount, like seriously, I can't imagine that being a romantic thing. It's so over the top it almost has to be a joke. That is not good. I was fully expecting him to be just as confused as you and for those roses to have come from a crushing coworker or something. With him just immediately jumping ship on the idea and trying, unconvincing, to pass it off as a joke, that is a bright red flag. It's highly likely that he's still looking for, and getting, attention elsewhere. You are not overreacting. I feel like you've been in denial about this guy for a long time. You found him on a dating app months ago and the two of you are in a long-distance relationship. I wouldn't even bother listening to an explanation, I would just end things because he's clearly cheating. 200 is heaps and damn expensive. Weird present for a guy from a girl. Maybe it's a hoax to get you to leave him. Maybe he wants out of the relationship but is too much of a coward to discuss it. You are not overreacting. He's on a dating site. He's gotten roses from someone that's not you. How many flags do you need before you really know he's cheating? This whole thing seems a little fishy. If the roses were actually from someone else and he thought they were from you, the logical, reasonable thing for him to say would be, "Oh, I just got a delivery of flowers. Did you really not send it?" Or, "Are you joking? You really didn't send these flowers?" Or, "That's weird. Who sent me these flowers then?" Or some variation on those. The attempt to cover it up as a joke implies that he did in fact receive flowers but now knows who they are from if they weren't from you, and doesn't want you to know about them. Seems super fishy, especially in light of his presence on a dating app. Add to this that a couple of months ago I caught him on a dating app after seeing a notification pop up on his phone. He admitted he was on the app for an ego boost, because he just got new pictures taken, but said he wasn't talking to anyone or seeing other people. I don't buy this either, honestly, but let it slide because he seemed genuine. I figured if he is seeing other people I'll find out eventually. I'm not the type to spy on my partner or try to catch them. The truth always comes out in the end if you give someone enough rope to hang themselves with. He just gave you that rope. You should have ended it the minute you found out he was on a dating app. No one cruises dating apps for an ego boost. That's a ridiculous lie and a poor one at that. He's got the rope and he's losing the slack. You're not overreacting and you know it. Leave him, he's already 1 foot out the door and trying to be balls deep into someone else. I figured if he is seeing other people I'll find out eventually. I mean, that's what this is, right? You finding out eventually? Only other explanation I can think of is some kind of passive-aggressive joke, because you missed his birthday or something. If someone else actually sent him roses as a prank, then why conceal that? Have you seen the flowers in person yet? I had something similar happen to me. A girl I met through friends called me out of the blue saying thanks for the flowers and she wanted to cook me dinner, and that was the start of a non-crazy relationship. The first red flag was him being on the dating apps. I think you know what you need to do. I can look past one red flag, but no more than that. Time to have a serious talk or just save yourself the pain and exit without an admission. I mean, you caught him in a dating app and think your relationship is great? Girl, the bar is so low nowadays. This is what happens if you stay with a cheater. Or at least someone shady doing relationship damaging stuff. If I catch my significant other on a dating app, that's cheating. He has shown that he is interested to go outside the relationship. I would not trust him anymore. Now add the roses situation to that and you have a really shady situation. But again, I would have ended it as soon as I caught him on a dating app. How long have you guys been dating? The fact that he has a dating app when you two are LD is a huge red flag. I've dated men from dating apps who had LD partners and didn't know about them and they didn't know about me. No one goes on a dating app for an ego boost. He was cheating. He stopped when you found out he was on the app. Now his paramour sent him the roses to get him back. He knows who sent the flowers. That is why he is backtracking and lying. What I think happened, he got the roses and thought it was from you. When you said it wasn't from you, he said it was a joke. I really think it is from another woman and he realized it when you said it wasn't from you and he had to invent something to cover his tracks. Honestly, who would buy a guy 200 roses as a joke? Honey, you need to have a serious conversation with him and trust your guts. He can be the best boyfriend ever and still cheat on you. For guys, sex doesn't mean love. They can live you to the moon and back and still fuck someone else because it's just sex. They just have to make the decision to not do it to not hurt the person they love. But seeing that he was on a dating app. Yeah, trust your gut. It's a tough one. I usually don't recommend going through someone's phone because it's an invasion of privacy. Ask him to go through his phone and see how he reacts instead. If he has nothing to hide, he will allow you to go through it, but he might still be anxious because the phone is a safe zone. Ignore anything irrelevant to cheating. He may be embarrassed by some of the things on there. If he doesn't let you, then you have your answer if he is cheating on you and has something to hide. If he is on Snapchat, remember, the messages delete. He was on a dating app, you idiot, that is cheating. For the ego boost, laughing my ass off, how naive are you? Maybe he meant to send the initial message to someone else. Realized his mistake and try to cover his tracks? That's how it sounds to me. If he received the flowers on his place of work, maybe OYOU could go and ask about it with the receptionist. You contradict yourself. It's a great relationship with a future, except for the fact that this guy is on dating apps behind your back. Seems like he isn't cheating, but someone is trying to step into your territory. Seems weird that he knows the exact amount. Did he count them all or ask the delivery person? And then texted you to thank you instead of calling. Are gifts like this from you common? I would also take issue with being on dating apps, even if it's just for an ego boost. There's no way that I wouldn't go talk to him about this. You're not overreacting. Pics or it didn't happen. What a joke. Who gets 200 roses? Troll. If he did in fact receive 200 roses and they aren't from you, it could have been a mistake on the delivery person's part. It's possible he may have accidentally received an order that was meant for a funeral or a wedding. A lot of people here say this is too expensive to be a prank, but I disagree as I see it happen. My wife did it several times to men at her job. I have seen it happen at my job. It goes as follows. Female colleague gets flowers. She doesn't want to take them home, and comes up with the idea of dropping them off with a male colleague that never gets flowers. Colleagues spontaneously conspire keep up the story that they were delivered for him. Guy is completely confused about why 200 roses is perhaps a bit extreme, but maybe points to a creepy suitor that the female colleague doesn't want any business with. I did once see 50 red roses being moved around the office. This is a tangent, but I wanted to point out the dating app thing. Some people don't find that cheating 'cause it's not physical, and he was just talking to them on the app, but I have been in that exact situation and I will not lie, that part triggered something in me. It was emotional cheating, and I only found out 'cause he saved it on his phone and let me look through his phone and then confessed about it. Anyways, I know you don't want to spy on them and you gave them a second chance, but I hope you confront this behavior and how it seems like he's hiding something. And if he confesses or the truth does just come out, you could leave that emotional torment behind you, but it is your choice at the end of the day. Dumb that asshole cheater. Did you see evidence of the 200 roses? It's just that, you are too cute, thanks for the gift, seems a very low-key response to that kind of gesture. It's more suited to if you left a box of a half-dozen cupcakes on his desk or something. I'd expect a bigger reaction for 200 roses. Alternatively, who doesn't like you and might spend that kind of money to throw a spanner into your relationship? Could it be someone up to monkey tricks to worry you, make you doubtful? You should not have told him you were upset because it probably put him into panic mode. He might have said that because he could feel you were distressed. But he shouldn't have lied to you. I dated a girl who I caught with a dating app on her phone and she said it was just for the compliments, and surprise. She fucking cheated. I don't think her boyfriend having the app means he's physically cheating, although I consider having the dating app cheating of the emotional sort. I for one think you might be overreacting. I mean, your boyfriend receiving a gift should not cause you to doubt your relationship. Why are you not straight up asking where he thinks they came from or asking to see the card or calling the florist? These are things I would suggest before letting yourself get angry. He felt like he just had to share his new pics on a dating app for an ego boost? Does he blow himself kisses in the mirror too? Maybe it's just me, but someone sending 200 roses doesn't sound romantic, it sounds creepy and obsessive. I know that's not the issue here, but still. Honestly, this strikes me as attention-seeking behavior from your BF. Maybe he actually got flowers and maybe he didn't, but telling you seems like a way to seem more valuable and desired in your eyes. Or he's secretly dating an insane person who sends someone 200 flowers, I don't know. Maybe he sent the roses to himself in an attempt to come across as being desired by other women. So that you would show a little more interest or desire in him? Assuming he's starved for attention and affection, most men never get gifts or romantic attention. We're expected to be the one to do those things, and oftentimes women act as if just being with them is the gift. Man shrugging. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. Girl. Come on. It's time to go. This dude was already being sus as hell a dating app and you let that go and still wanna marry him? Skeptical smiley face. You deserve more. Love yourself. Hate to say this, but he is fucking someone else. 100,000%. This is all just mega fishy and I'd be running for the hills. At first I was going to say it sounds like paranoia, until you mentioned the dating app thing. That significant other crosses a line and is not okay in the slightest. If he really needed an ego boost that badly, that's literally what Instagram is made for. Post your selfies there for compliments. Not seeing how many girls will hit on you or swipe right on a dating app. Definitely fishy, but at the same time, you seem to have gotten some previous clue something like this might happen. Just because you ignored your gut feeling then doesn't mean it wasn't happening. You may say there are just these two events that make the relationship questionable, but pretty much that first event is the identifiable beginning of the questionable part of the relationship. Could always buy him another bouquet anonymously and see if he lies again about anything happening that day. There's nothing wrong with men getting flowers. If it was a joke, maybe he's hinting. Downside is that this is a little backhanded and may strain your relationship if not done properly. I don't think you're overreacting. From what you've said, it sounds as if the person he is cheating on you with sent him roses and signed the attached card without their name, and he attributed it to you. When you corrected him, he scrambled to cover his tracks. If you've asked him point blank if he's seeing someone else cheating and have reason to doubt his answer, then I'd start seriously poking around to see what you could find out. If you don't have the time, inclination, or ability, you could hire a pie, but they can be expensive and there's no guarantee they will find anything, but I'm the type that would rather know than always wonder. Up to you. Good luck. Op. He tried to downplay it. He was hiding. Snoop and you will find out.